So here is my 2 cents on Ntando Mdletshe. So there is a YouTuber here on YouTube named Ntando Mdletshe. If I'm saying her surname incorrectly, I will put a picture over here so you can be able to see the correct way of saying her surname. But she does commentary type of videos. She started out by doing by reading books, doing comments, also talking about the things that they watch on TV and do comments on that. She still does that, I believe, but mostly these days you see her on Umkosi. But her channel is a very nice, cute channel. I don't want to say little channel because girl. So she does that. It is a really refreshing channel here on YouTube, because when she does her videos, she would look at both sides of the story and then give her opinion on that. And her brand basically is being this non-biased person when she's giving her commentary. But let me tell you something, these days the girl has chosen side. These days the girl she is basically becoming the female Clintus. If you know Clintus, you will know that you will find him on every comment section of the bigger YouTubers. Even Lynn, Dakile, when she was going off on Ntando on one of her videos, she did mention that Clintus is an ass kisser, if I can put it like that. That's what she said. So that's what she said. And Ntando is slowly becoming that person where when you heard Ntando's name and when you went to Ntando's channel, you were finding a person who was non-biased, a person who was not choosing sides, but will give you the story from both persons' perspective. Or if a person did a video and another one responded, she will give you both of those videos and then say her 2 cents on that. But these days, Ntando has chosen sides, and Ntando is riding hard on the Owamie hate train. And I feel like, as much as, yes, she's getting the views, yes, she's saying she's not hating on Owamie, she's just reporting, doing what everyone else is doing. But I think it's tainting her brand, because now there are people who no longer see her as this non-biased person, and her comment section is no longer that peaceful space where you can actually enjoy reading the comments, find what you agree with, find what you don't agree with, and still keep it moving. Now her comment section is like any other gossip channels comment section, is just war. There are ninjas fighting diamonds, there are diamonds fighting ninjas, there are fans of other. It's a mess. And I feel like when she's being told of this, that Ntando, you losing your brand, sis, you are no longer that sound voice here on YouTube that people were loving and people were starting to discover. Now you are just becoming like any other gossip channel. She says she's being bullied, and her people on her comment section will also say that as well, that no, they're bullying you, they're trying to put you in a box. Whereas no one is trying to put you in a box, sis. We're just letting you know that you're losing your brand, because on YouTube, you may all be doing commentary, but everyone has their own brand. You have Ndimuti, who has branded herself as non-problematic, a quiet Han, who is just about her coin. And we respect that, because she owns that, and that's how she carries herself. You can speak any drama you want to speak about Ndimuti, you will not get any response from her. People can make comments on her comment section trying to get her to respond, and she will not be giving in to that shade or whatever. And you have Sims Right. Sims Right is also giving the vibe of, I'm just here for fun and I'm happy that I'm on YouTube, because then like I can live my life because I'm making a few coins, and everybody loves that. And because Sims Right owns that as well, if you go to Sims, you're going to get the same content that you get from everyone else, but she puts comedy on it. You laugh. And even the comment section as well, people are just laughing, they're pointing out the jokes that they like. It's a fun place to be. And Lynn came in as the person who was pointing out all the shenanigans that people were doing, or all the stuff that people were pretending they're not doing but they're doing, bringing out the things that people want to keep in the shadows and pretend as if they are this and that. That's what her content was about, and that's what she's known for, the bashing and all of that. That was how she created her channel, and that's what you expect when you go to a channel. You find that you expect to find a person who's not about the BS and who will tell you straight out what is happening and how she feels about it, and she's not apologetic about that. And that's the type of content that you will get from that channel. And then for Ntando, she came out and her brand was, I'm a neutral person. I'm just giving you the story. I'll maybe add what I think about it, and then you can do what you want with the information. But these days, the girl has moved away. Why am I saying girl? Because she's a whole grown woman. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, she has moved away from that. She has now become part of the problem. She has now become part of the war. She's entertaining things that are not for her. She's entertaining things that are not targeted at her. It's just a whole mess. And for me, people say this started with Owamie, but I believe this whole thing started with the whole Chris SL saga, where she was being bullied by the Chris SL person here on YouTube, and she started making community posts, and some of her fans were not understanding what was going on, and then she made videos to explain what was going on, and she made videos explaining who she thinks the Chris SL person is, and she did it the normal way how she did her videos. She laid out a few points, and then she would explain what the points mean, and so on and so forth. And Lynn Dakile did make a video responding to all of this, because there were allegations that she might be the Chris XL, and Ntando then made a video to respond to that. It was a whole mess, but at that time people were understanding or were on Ntando's side, because she was being bullied and she was standing up for herself, and people were applauding her on that, and that was somewhat understandable. But at the same time, it was like, this is very much off brand, because this is a peaceful space to be, and now there is this whole drama that is going on. But it was okay-ish, because it was in the name of, I am not bullyable, I'm not going to bully it, I am going to be defending myself. But now, oh my goodness, the way she is reporting, the comments that she will be saying, the shade that she'll be throwing here and there, is really becoming unbecoming of her. It's really becoming it's just taking her away from her brand. Basically, that's what I would say. And I would really love for her to just take a step back, breathe in, breathe out, and see if, and listen basically on what people are trying to bring light to her, that look at how you are doing things now, and look at how you used to do things. You are losing yourself, and this is not bullying. This is not people trying to put you in a box, but it is people pointing out, remember what you said you came here to do. Are you still doing that, or have you now just blown away with the wind and decided to take the direction that people are taking in the name of getting views and in the name of getting the subscribers? Because believe me, doing content that is very controversial, doing content that gets people like on each other's throats, it will encourage your engagement, because people are going to be going back and forth on each other on the comment section. But at what value to yourself, at what value to your brand, and at what value to the people who've been there for you since day one, and who are now confused on what is going on, because this is not what we came here for, but now we are being forced, because we love you. We are now being forced to be part of these dramatic situations, because you also have to think of the people who have subscribed to you because they love you. There are those people who are going to subscribe for you because they just like that toxic situation happening, and they are attracted to toxicity, and they will subscribe because they want that toxicness, and they will give those comments to boost you so that you can continue making toxic content. But what about those people who came to you because you were a sound voice that they've always been wanting on YouTube, but they couldn't get because everyone was just busy shading people, everyone was just being insensitive, and here you coming in, being the sound that they actually want, being the comment section that they can feel free to comment on without being hated on, without being sweat on, without being called names. But right now on Ntando's comment section, it's not very easy to comment there anymore, because you may comment and someone will say, oh, you're favoring the diamonds, and then they will call you names, they will fight you, or they will say, oh, you're favoring the ninjas, they will call you names, they will fight you, they will say, oh, you're favoring this. You see, it's no longer that space where we are understanding that I am sharing my view, you sharing your view, and we will not agree because we don't all see things in the same light. But now it's just a war zone, baby. And I think that for Ntando's comment section to go back to being a safe space to share what you think. And if someone doesn't agree with you, they will lay out their reasons for not agreeing with you without necessarily being on your throat. It all depends to Ntando going back to doing or delivering her content the way that she used to, which is being non-biased and not choosing sides.